My name is Megan Russell-Currie, and I am a clinical psychologist, and I'm the founder of Mind Matters.
And I'm Tiffany Thomas-Smith, and I'm an attorney, and I am the founder of the Thomas-Smith firm and also the president of the Bucks County Collaborative Law Group.
When we're divorcing with young children, how do you plan for their future when their lives are just getting started?
Well, I know this is a common theme, but communication between the parents is key. It's really that coordination of care bit that's going to be a determining factor here. And for children who are young, you just have there's a long way to go, and the coordination efforts need to be to make sure that each parent's on the same page.
Right. I think making sure that we as professionals can get the parents to try to get beyond their anger, when anger is an issue, and try to understand that those roles are going to change. You know, when there's a traditional role of, one parent staying home with the children and the other parent maybe going out and working, when the divorce happens, those roles change sometimes, oftentimes. And it's really important for us as professionals to be able to provide guidance to them, to perhaps, explain what the different types of custody schedules are and how, if those custody schedules are more important to a certain age group, how you can do that in this period of time, and then be open to communication about change when it's time for that change to come.
And knowing when you need help, and that it's okay to ask for help, that there are tremendous resources out there in your communities, whether it be a lawyer, a psychologist, financial planner, you name it, that it's okay to need help.
And not only do most people need help when you're an intact family or, or a divorcing family, you have resources, and we have resources that kind of exponentially in the community have been out there because we have so many clients that are experiencing similar challenges. It's really nice to be able to say, have you used care.com if you're having difficulty finding a child care provider, or have you worked with this child specialist if your child is struggling with some issues. The fact that the kids, when they're younger and nonverbal, presents a whole other set of issues that we need to be able to provide support for our clients. So what do you suggest in terms of, when the child is, when do you pick up the phone? When do you call the professional? What triggers that?
There's no right answer. You have to go by how you feel. If you feel uncomfortable, if you're feeling that, that sort of, in your stomach response, that's a good time to pick up the phone and ask for resources.
Mm-hmm.
If you're seeing changes in your child's behavior, that's a big one. So I think those would be two of the primary areas. But really, even if it's just a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety, it's okay to still want help. Everybody has different thresholds.
Right. And there's also, the school is a source when you have school-age children. There are great guidance counselors. The teachers are also wonderful sources. I've experienced, particularly here in Bucks County, that all of the professionals in the schools, from counselors to teachers to principals, are always interested in, what do we do to make sure that this child is developing in the best way, in the most appropriate way for their age, even during this difficult time when the parents are divorcing.
And it only takes one positive connection to change the course of a child's life.